Nothing much. Just getting home from work, chilling, just finding the last bit of my albums and shit.
No doubt.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Jesus. You been watching Coachella?
Yeah, I saw Freddie. You missed Freddie last night, right?
Yeah, I missed it. I only saw a short bit of I
Yeah,
missed them.
but he cut his set was short. I don't know what happened. Like he was doing a song and then they just cut him off like that. So I don't know. I don't know if they got mad at him because he was cursing out his DJ or what. But he was doing the song and then in midway they just cut him off.
Yeah, I know Madlib has some personal issues. That's from what I read looked up.
Yeah, but he did most of his songs. He did Thuggin' and Harold's. Deeper. Most of his songs he did from Pinata anyway. So
That's what's
it
up.
was dope. He killed it. Definitely enjoyed it. Megan was on it. I saw some clip that she did a freestyle to the Freaking You remix.
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight they got Doja Cat. They got The Weekend with Swedish House Mafia. Run the Jewels is actually, I believe they on now. They should be on now, if I'm not mistaken. If not, that might be a little bit later. I know they're like 3 hours. The time difference be throwing me off.
Right.
But if they're not on now, then they're coming on later on. Yo, yo, this shit gonna be crazy, son. I don't even know what order I'm putting this shit in. It's however it comes out, it's how it come out. Ah man. Shit about to be crazy, son. Shit gonna be crazy. I don't know.
For real.
Shit about to be crazy, son. Yep.
What's good, everybody in the chat? Yeah, MC Shan was dissing Prodigy and shit,
For what?
calling him a snitch.
Oh man. You gonna say that after the nigga dead? This is wild. This is wild.
That's why niggas always go to drink champs whenever they want to act out and shit.
Right? Crazy.
Missed on about 15 minutes. I heard some. I heard some of that Rich and DJ Scratch album too.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty straight.
Yeah, that shit is dope, man. It's like 7 songs. I wish it was longer, but you get the idea.
Just to let you know, we're doing both the rap albums and the Hype Williams on the same video and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the review tomorrow is going to be at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know Denzel Curry dropped a new album. I gotta check that shit out. Oh, Mike's still doing the Outsiders review?
Yeah, he's doing it tonight.
All
That's
right,
what I thought
bet.
you was like
Bet.
want to just do the shit separate.
Cause yeah, he didn't tell me that.
Yeah, he said he's doing it tonight.
Okay, bet. What time? 11 o'clock.
I guess whatever time you come on, I don't know.
Got you. Sam's asking, have you seen the Return of the King?
Turning the King, what? I already saw that. I saw the whole trilogy, bro. You late. That should have been out like 15 years. I already saw that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tell you, I saw Bronx Tale this weekend.
You saw Bronze Steel?
Yep.
Bro, you liked it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was very. I like the setting of the movie and shit. Definitely got to talk about that movie in the future.
For sure.
Talking about Total. Total's my favorite R&B. My favorite group from Bad Boy. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Pam is my favorite person. Single so
Okay.
Total was. I never heard a second Total album though.
It was good.
So apparently Rihanna and AC
Huh?
are not breaking up. And shit. That was a
Where?
rumor that ASAP Rocky was cheating and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, and the homegirl that made up the rumor had to apologize on social media.
Somebody started that rumor?
Yep.
Wow. People ain't got nothing else better to do with their time. They make rumors up about people. It's crazy.
Stop spreading rumors. Think everybody's watching the verses tonight or something?
I'm not watching it. I'm watching basketball right now. You know what I'm saying? Suns and Pelicans right now.
I'm like, what the fuck everybody at? I know after I get off here, I'm about to get me something to eat because I am so hungry. Mm. This motherfucker. Get the hell out of my yard. Mm. I'm still laughing at that Usher review from last week.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, we like Corrupt.
Yeah.
His solo career is kind of shaky, though. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yep. He have a ton of stuff, ton of solo stuff. Mixtapes and albums and shit.
Happy birthday, Redman, by the way.
Yes. How old is he now?
I think somewhere in his 50s. I'm not too sure.
Well, Redman, he lost a ton of weight, yo. I saw him in something and he like lost mad weight.
It's wild. Probably staying healthy and shit.
Yeah, you got to.
Happy birthday to K Solo as well.
K Solo, Hit Squad. The Hit Squad. Yes.
He still looks the same after all these years.
I saw him on oh yeah, he was on Unsung. That's the Ferg joint.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do a double review on his 2 albums one day.
I thought we did that. We didn't do no K Solo yet.
Never did a K Solo album,
Wow. And his stuff is out of print too.
right? You know what album I'm surprised is on streaming now?
Mm.
The Convicts album from Rap a Lot from '91.
Yeah.
Love that fucking album.
That's on streaming now.
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah. Because that album is stupid out of print. It's cocaine prices.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right, what's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely what day is it today? It was Sunday. Happy Easter to everybody. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And today we're gonna start the top 20. Got this rap albums list and shit, you know what I'm saying? Finally in the top 20, finally in the top 20 and shit. So gonna be a few surprises, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be a few surprises, but pretty much almost all the albums in the top 20 I pretty much reviewed like at one point or another and stuff
Right.
like that. So I try to find something where I haven't really said about most of these albums. Without further ado, my number 20 is Raekwon's Only Built for My Cuban Links.
Uh,
What?
no, I hear you. I didn't expect to see that so early.
Yeah, I know to a lot of people, this is probably like in the top 10. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I not put no Wu solo albums in the top 10 and stuff like that. So spoiler alert, fuck it. So I had to start a top 20 off with what too many people call the greatest Wu solo album. This is actually my
Right.
second favorite. My first favorite is gonna be later on this list. But yeah, well actually no, I already talked. I think I talked about my first favorite, Liquid Swords, which we talked about I think, in the previous two episodes and shit. But this pretty
Mhm.
much is probably the most iconic Wu solo album to date. I mean, you had songs like "Heaven or Hell," which that was originally on the what's the movie Fresh soundtrack. Ice Cream, Spot Rushers, Ice Water, Verbal Intercourse. You know, fucking fire album. To me, this redefined mafioso hip hop. Like it picked up exactly where Coogee rap left off, in my opinion. Love the album. I've always loved this album cover too. You know what I'm saying? Just so fucking ill and shit like that. A hip hop classic.
Facts. Definitely, definitely. Um, let me see. Looking for this picture.
You say you're still looking for a picture?
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen.
All right.
Hold on. Yes, yes.
Ooh, nice number 20.
Come on, man. Come on, man. West Side Gun, Supreme Clientele. Classic album, man. I love this. I think this is my favorite West Side album. Like I loved Pray for Paris, which was the anniversary was today for that, and Fly God is an awesome God, but this right here, you got joints like Elizabeth, produced by the Alchemists. You got the Steiners with Elzar. Pete Rock did that. Gods Don't Bleed with Jadakiss and Benny. Mean Gene, just a phenomenal album. Definitely need to get this. All of this shit is like out of print and stupid money, but this is definitely a 5 month classic.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Nice pick for your number 20 and shit. All right.
Yes.
My number 19. I might get some flack for this depending on who's offended this artist or whatever.
Hmm.
But I don't give a fuck. Marshall Mathers LP. This came out in 2000. Very album in my opinion. Um, this is either this album or some shitty LP. That's my favorite. But
Right.
yeah, man, this one right here, I fucking love this album. Mind you, I got the clean version, and the difference is it has the song "The Kids" and stuff like
Yes.
that. But
Oh, word. So the clean version had that joint.
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, because I have the explicit one. They didn't have that on me.
yeah,
That
they
was the
didn't put that
the
one on.
bonus, or that was like the end.
No, that was like part of this because last track was
No,
"Criminal"
I,
on my version.
I can't remember if the kids is on mine. It's been years since I heard that album, bro.
Do you have a
I want to
parental
say
advisory
that I
sticker on
don't.
yours?
Yeah, I don't think the kids is on my joint.
Yeah, it's only on the clean version and shit.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, man. This is a very dope album. Very controversial record, especially for the time
Right.
it was released. Um, songs like fucking "Remember Me" with RBX and Sticky Fingers. I love that track. Marshall Mathers, the title track, he was going after. Insane Clown Posse, Britney Spears, you know that shit,
Yeah.
fucking Stan, the way I am and stuff like that,
Yes.
um, Under the Influence was okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a very dope album in my personal opinion. Yeah, must have in your collection. If you're a hip hop head and you don't have this album, I don't know what to tell you.
Yes. Nah, I don't even talk to me. You don't got that. You know what I mean? Number, what we at? 19?
Yeah,
1994. One of my favorite rap duos ever that don't get as much mention as Gangstar do and Das Effects. But their last album, which was a sophomore album, was definitely a five mic classic. Pete Rock and CO Smooth, the main ingredient, the classic. Love this album. I love this as just as much as Mecca and the Soul Brother. And when you had joints like I Gotta Love, the first single, you had Take You There, Carmel City, The Sun Won't Come Out, Escapism, one of my favorite Pete Rock solo joints. Definitely a banger. Production was classic. Every joint on here is classic. CO Smooth was at his best lyrically on here. Get on the mic, kill that joint. Like I said, Carmel City, one of his best lyricism joints on the album. Phenomenal album, man. Find my classic.
yeah, I love that fucking album. All right, my number 18. So I have the album, but I don't have the front booklet and stuff like that, which I'm just gonna show you guys, just show you guys in case people wondering what the album looks like. So give me 1 second. It's Snoop Doggy Dogg with Doggy Style.
Ooh,
Uh, yeah. So yeah, I don't have the front booklet and stuff like that, but this is the OG copy right here and stuff. So and the OG copy usually goes for a stupid amount of money because I thought I was getting the 2001 reissue or whatever.
yeah, I
And
could. You should have told me. I could hook you up. I know sellers that have it for like a good price.
okay, well if
You know
you
what I'm
can get
saying?
that for me by the
Yeah,
collection and shit like that, then
you know what I mean?
I'll
Because
ask you. Yeah, you said what?
now I was saying because I got mine the OG copy from one of the sellers, and he have a ton of them. So
Yeah, cause this is the OG copy right here. I just want probably the
yeah,
reissue so I can just have the cover and shit like that. Cause what's also interesting about the OG copy, it has some tracks that's kind of taken off because of sample clearances, like G's Up, Holds Down,
right.
and the next episode and stuff like that. Even though the next episode, the quality on that one wasn't at its best, but this is like a West, I mean, not a West, fuck, this is a hip hop classic right here. I mean, this is pretty much Dre and Snoop at their finest. I mean, you have songs like Ain't No Fun, The Shiznit, Lottie Dottie. My personal favorite track, I mean, this is kind of hard to pick, but I gotta say G's Up Holds Down is my favorite track, believe it or not.
Love that
Like,
joint.
just the way they flipped the Isaac Hayes sample. I feel like he flipped it better than Jay-Z with Can I Live, in my personal opinion, and stuff like that. Even though I love Can I Live, but the way Dre flipped that sample and shit. And I know there's been some controversy because people said that. I mean, Dad said that he did some work on this album and stuff like that,
Right.
which I feel like he did some work, but I feel like Dre still did a majority. Like songs like "Ain't No Fun," I could probably see him. That kind of has like a dog food, dog pound kind of feel to it.
Yes.
Um, maybe G's and Hustlers, maybe, but I'm not. I like Daz. He's a dope producer, but I can't sit and say he did shit like the Shiznit, Murder Was the Case. You can tell that has Dre's signature, that
Did you
Dre's signature sound at the time.
did
You
you
saw
hear
what?
how Warren G talked about how they did Ain't No Fun was like they were always partying in the studio and that's how that song happened. But they always had like girls in the studio with them and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Cause I heard that story too and shit.
Mhm. I heard Quick did that shit. Like Quick had something to do with Doggy Style. He was doing the
What?
beats on there. Yeah, Bro, it's like this is why I don't like the internet
I
because
don't,
it's like so many stories nowadays
I
with
don't
these
believe
albums.
that. I don't believe that because he
Bro,
didn't really
they
start working with Death Row to like
they
94. I don't believe.
I've heard people say that Quick was doing shit on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, all these stories come out of nowhere now. Like we didn't have none of this shit back then.
Exactly.
You
Like
know?
because even Quick sound at that time, it didn't have like that signature. His sound was more like upbeat and stuff like that, especially around the way too funky era and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's not a knock against Quick though, but it's just like different styles. I just peeped and stuff, you know. But yeah, man, if you can get me the reissue, the reissue or something like that, I would most definitely appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
man. What's up, Wally?
I got hooked up with the right sellers, so you know what to get because they got all the OG shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
You
yeah,
know.
this is Doggy Style, 93. Must have in your collection.
All right, next up we got 1995 best album, one of the best solo albums, only album from this dude. Rest in peace to Big L. Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, a classic album. You know, Danger Zone, one of my favorites on this album, and MVP. Put It On. Street Struck. There's definitely a five mic classic. Big L was phenomenal lyricist, top 10, top five lyricists all time. Production by Lord Finesse and Showbiz and just phenomenal, phenomenal album, man. Rest in peace to Big O.
Yes, rest in peace to Big L indeed. All right. We got number 17, right? All right. Now my number 17, an also album that also came out in 1993. And I want to say it came out the same month too. Tribe Called Quest Midnight Marauders.
Oh shit.
Man, yeah. Midnight motherfucking Marauders, man. Love this. This is a hip hop
You read my
classic.
mind, Reg.
Don't tell me that's your next one.
It's on the list.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said this was like Tribe's best album, which is hard for me to pick because I have another favorite, but I'm gonna save that for the top 10. But it's maybe my second favorite Tribe album, stuff like that. I feel like this album definitely was the epitome of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Especially that golden age of hip hop. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I mean, you have songs like A War Tour, you have classic songs like fucking Suck a Nigga, Electric Relaxation. I mean, we all know that song. My favorite track, God Lives Through. That is my all-time favorite track off this album.
I love that
There's a
joint.
million MCs that claim they want some, but I create sounds to make your ears go numb. Woo!
Mm,
Man, I love that
crazy,
shit. Oh,
crazy.
I mean, it's a common law. You cannot skip a track off this album. It's a common law in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And even like the whole robotic voice and shit like that, which many people
Right.
still do for this to this day. I
Hmm.
mean, this album to me definitely broke down barrier. If it wasn't for this album, you wouldn't have albums like Black on Both Sides, College Dropout, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Rest in peace to
facts.
Five, by the way.
All right. Number 17 from Wu-Tang Clan, one of the best solo albums ever, top five all time. Jizza, Liquid Swords, phenomenal
Yeah,
album. His best album still. RZA in his prime on production. You got joints like Killer Hills 10304, and you got Shadow Boxing, Method Man destroyed that track. Liquid Swords title track, the labels track, ill concept for that song. I love the way that he, had all the different record labels, in each bar of that song. It was great. You know, what's the other joint I like? Fourth Chamber, that was phenomenal. Cold World, that's a solid album, man. Five my classic. Eric, what's good, yo?
what's good? All right. My number 16 is a double album and stuff like that. I mean, this album pretty much one of the game-changing, innovative hip hop albums and stuff like that. Pretty controversial, but hey, fuck it. It's Tupac with All Eyes on Me.
Oh shit. Red, you reading my mind right now, yo.
Don't tell me that's on your. Is that on your list too?
That's next.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay.
Yo. This
Yeah.
nigga.
Pac's All Eyes on Me. What's a good mic? This came out in 1996. This is actually the first Tupac album I actually got in my collection and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You all know the story with this album. Suge Knight bailed him out. You know, signed him to Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfucking albums had to be on pause, still stand still.
Yeah.
And Pac was pretty much jumping on a lot of people's already made works. And then the rest is history. So pretty much with this album, it's two disc album. It's the first two disc CD album and stuff like that. I want to say it's the first. I want to say yeah, okay. But yeah, it sounds like Only God Can Judge Me. How Do You Want It? Which I recently showed y'all like how do you want a single and stuff like that. California Love remix, because you know the original was supposed to have been for Dr. Dre's 96 album and stuff like that. But that was released in like a late 95. That was kind of somewhat like a promo single and some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I Ain't Mad at You. Love that song. Fucking Run the Streets. Ain't Hard to Find. I mean, very, very dope album, in my opinion. Yeah, man. Tupac's All Eyes on Me. Definitely West Coast hip hop at its peak, if you ask me.
Yep. All Eyes on Me, definitely classic, top 5 double album ever. Rest in peace to Tupac.
Yes. All right, my number 15. Gotta go with Gangstar with Moment of Truth. Was this on your list, by the way, or no?
That was on the list like weeks ago though.
Oh, okay.
Not that one. Hard to Earn. Hard to Earn is my favorite one.
Got you. Well, this is actually my favorite Gangstar album.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah. I want to say this was either the first or second one I got in my collection.
Right.
Very, very dope album. This came out 4 years after Hard to Earn. By that time, Guru had his solo career. He was also, you know, he has some legal issues like gun charge and stuff. And then Primo's pretty much produced for everybody. So they came back together in '98. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this album was definitely one of the right album at the right time. You got songs like Work. You got like a lot more collabs in this album, but surprisingly, all of them worked pretty well. Royalty with Casey and JoJo. Oh my god, I love that song. The Militia with Big Suge and Freddie Fox was dope. Betrayal with Scarface. That's maybe my favorite track. Love My Advice to You. She Knows What She Wants. Which yeah, that was a pretty good track too. I think Guru also did some work on the beat on that one too. But hey, JFK to LAX. I love that track. I mean, this whole album to me was just a very flawless album and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gangstar, Moment of Truth.
Yes. Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Already talked about it. One of their best albums. Love the production, the lyrics. Rest in peace, Rock Dog. He killed it on a lot of these joints. Steve Biko, one of my favorite tracks on here. And, you know, Oh My God, Award Tour, Electric Relaxation. Just a all-around classic.
I agree. All right. My number 14 and stuff like that. It's gonna be. I'm taking it back to the '80s. It is LL Cool J with Radio. This came out in 1985.
What is it with you and we didn't even talk about no listen. You just it's like you're just reading my mind today, yo.
I mean, shit, damn.
Oh man.
You know, Radio had to be in the top 20. It had to be in the top 20 somehow, some
Wow.
way.
This is like the third time already that we have like the same artists, the same
Shit.
albums.
Alright, fuck it. Alright, it's all hip hop and shit like that.
Wow.
This was pretty much like a transitional album from the old school hip hops, like the new school, the b-boy culture and shit like that. Very, very dope album. I know a lot of people say this is his best album, which I gotta
Mm,
respectfully disagree. Mind you, I kind of prefer Big and Deffa and Mama Said Knock You Out over this. But in terms of influence, I gotta go with this album. Even the album cover itself, like I love that shit. Um, Songs like Dear, Yvette, Dear, I love that song. Rock the
mm.
Bells, which that got him beef with MC Shan because MC Shan said that Rick Rubin stole the drum pattern for that. Fucking That's Alive with Russell Simmons. The title track I Can't Live Without My Radio, which that was originally supposed to have had a video, but LL Cool J fell asleep and whatnot, and so they just had to scrap the video. And Russell Simmons was like really mad and shit too. So that's why the Crush Groove performance is like the closest thing for a video on that song too. I mean, this is sonically for '85. This is a sonically very dope album and shit like that. Like the vocals, the mixing, LL Cool J at his rawest form, in my opinion.
Well, I have LL on the list, but it's not radio. It's my favorite one. Mama Said Knock You Out. To me, it's his best album.
Mm.
Love the Marley Marl production. To me, this is Marley Marl's best produced album ever out of any
Yeah,
other
type.
artist that he's done so. And I recently watched that Drink Champs he was on, and he talked about making this album, and working with LL, and this is a great album. This is my very first album also on CD ever back in 1990, and every track, Booming System, Around the Way Girl, Cheesy Rap Blues, Murdergram, Mama Said Knock You Out, To the Break of Dawn. Every track on here is classic. Phenomenal album.
Yes, definitely. All right. My number we are number 13. It's
Yeah,
gonna be Run DMC with Raising Hell. Very, very dope album in my opinion. This
yes.
is pretty much to a lot of people. This is the album that either introduced them to hip hop or proved that hip hop was not just a fad. It was pretty much the future. It was the
Right.
first platinum and multi-platinum hip hop record. You know what I'm saying? I know I've kind of had my criticism about Run DMC in the past, but this album to
Mm,
me, I can never say no bad things about this album and shit. Um,
right.
Now songs, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm so tired of Walk This Way. I I like the song, but I'm just kind of burnt out by that track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love Proud to Be Black. That's probably my favorite track off this album. Peter Piper, My Adidas. I love that track. You Be
Yes.
Illin'. Like this is a very very fire album. It's a
Perfection. That was my joint too.
ooh yes,
Perfection. That was dope.
yeah man. Rick Rubin at his fucking prime with this one.
Hmm. All right, number 13, one of the best rap debuts ever. Rest in peace to DMX. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Phenomenal
Mm,
album. Just the word of mouth. We didn't even have the internet back then. Just the word of mouth on the street about this album. And I told this story before. I remember going to the record store to buy John Forte's album, and just from the word of mouth that I got from homies around the way and everything, I was like, yo, I got to get this DMX album because like the shit I was saying off for it was crazy. Get at me, dog, and niggas done started something, and Rough Riders anthem. You know, I was like, yo, I got to get this album, and I got it and was not disappointed. And I didn't even know shit about him back then, but you know, this is one of those few albums that we I bought off of word of mouth and without hearing anything off of it. I'm like, yo, this was money well spent. Rest in peace, DMX. Five Night Classic.
definitely. All right, my number 12. It's NWA was Straight Outta Compton. I mean, what Run DMC did right for Raising Hell, these niggas came out and just redefined gangster rap.
Mhm.
well, pretty much introduced gangster rap more to the mainstream and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I even have to talk about this album like that? But fuck it. This title track alone is pretty much one of my favorite hip hop tracks of all time.
Facts.
Some fucking Compton's in the House remix. I ain't the one. Fuck the police. I mean, this was a very, very, very dope album and shit like that. This is pretty much a very influential record. Yeah, NWA's track.
Another classic rap debut, and another artist that's no longer here. Rest in peace, the Big Pun, Capital Punishment, 5 Mic classic. Again, the word of mouth for this album was crazy. Like they were playing joints on the radio before the album even dropped. You know, Super Lyrical with Black Thought, one of my favorite collabs with Black Thought and Pun, and Caribbean Connection with Pun and Wyclef. This is like Carnival Wyclef when he was still good. You know, you know, what's the joint? Twins with Fat Joe was great. Still Not a Player remix with Joe, the R&B singer. The regular version for I'm Not a Player was phenomenal. You know, I know your joint. You like that joint with Miss Jones. Punish Me. I ain't care for it, but
Mm,
the whole album is still classic. You know, Busta Rhymes is on here. Nori, Funkmaster Flex. You know, Terror Squad. This phenomenal album. Quite my classic.
definitely. All right, my number 11 is gonna be fucking Beastie Boys with Paul's Boutique. Yeah, this is my number 11, released in 1989. Um, a lot of people might be surprised by this choice, but you know what?
I'm surprised because I don't think that's a classic album. That just me.
Oh man, come
I love,
on,
I
man.
love, I love Check Your Head. I love Ill Communication and License to Ill, Hello Nasty. But when I hear Paul's Boutique, I don't hear classic from that. It's just a dope album. I'm like, that's just not fucking with Ill Communication. That's
I
not
have to,
fucking with Hello Nasty.
I gotta respectfully disagree on that one. Shit, I got because this
Mm,
album was pretty. You gotta understand, like they were pretty much kicked out of Def Jam and shit like that, and then they pretty much didn't want to do License to Ill 2. So
right,
like they definitely did a lot more work with like the production, them with the Dust Brothers. Cause I gotta admit, when I first heard this album, I didn't care for that first. I'll admit that, but I
right,
love the fact it was just a very unique, stripped down album, and then the sampling too at that time was unique. Like just the way, like just as much as I love 3 Feet High and Rising, I feel like
right.
this album definitely did just for sampling too and shit too. So I love songs like Shake Your
So what?
Rump, Sounds of. You said what?
When did you said when you first heard it, you didn't like it. So when did you start liking it? It took years, right?
Okay, so when I probably about like a year, maybe 2 years and shit like that, I really appreciated it.
Okay.
Hold on, my dad's calling me.
Yeah. Oh man. You like that song too, Eric? Oh man. The Dust Brothers, yeah, they underrated. Yeah, knee boys, it's playing in the back. I'm not watching it right now. I think the Pelicans only happy just to be in the postseason. They know they're not beating the Suns. Reg got Cuban links already. Cuban links is way high on my list. Too early for Cuban links for me right now. That's definitely top 10 for me. I don't see people keep saying Minnesota would be an upset. I don't see it. Memphis is good, but you see, if Morant is injured, they're not gonna win. Minnesota got a team up there, Cat, and you got Anthony Edwards was killing them with 36 points, and you got D'Angelo Russell. They got a squad in Minnesota now. So I don't see it as an upset. I mean, just because Vegas is picking Memphis, I don't see it as an upset. I think Minnesota can beat them.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, it took me like about maybe 2, 3 years to really fully appreciated this album because I did admit it didn't really. Because when I first heard this album, it didn't really click well with me because there were like a few tracks that was just even to this like I could have done without like maybe Eggman or some shit like that.
Right.
What comes around grew on me and stuff like that, and then it was also just like the different beat switches too. But
Right.
again, that's what I appreciated about
That's
album.
what there was a lot of that on that album too.
Yeah.
Like they were like using like a lot of P-Funk samples and stuff, and it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a solid album, but I don't think it's better than the other shit that they got. But I'm going off of like how I'm hearing it. I'm not going off of like it took you a minute because you're not going off of the hype for it.
Right.
There's a lot more fandom for that album now than it was when it came out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Like a lot more fans rediscovering that album and shit.
Yeah. I definitely would get it.
That's my number 11.
I don't have that in my collection. I would definitely get it, but I don't think it's a classic to me. But I'm glad that you have it on your list. We had like different Beastie Boy shit on our list already. So my number was it number 10, number 11,
11.
number 11, and this easily could have been top 5, top 10, but it's not gonna make my top 10 this year. But definitely a classic. Wu-Tang Forever. My favorite double album. Definitely a classic. And You God was fresh from prison, came home, and he annihilated a lot of these songs, like Black Shampoo, which I think is a dope ass You God standout track on here. You know what I'm saying? And you got Triumph, his first single, classic. Love the sample on that, and ODB on the chorus, and phenomenal. Bells of War, Hell's Windstaff, Heaters, Reunited. Just phenomenal album. The production by the RZA and the Fourth Disciple. Inspector Deck even produced on here as well. Phenomenal album, man. Phenomenal, definitely.
Definitely. Alrighty. Now we can talk about this Hype Williams list. Pull up my fucking list. So it's gonna be pretty much like the last like major list before we get into the top 10. So I told y'all I was gonna do some good hip hop shit. So yeah, y'all should definitely know who Hype Williams is. One of the all-time greatest hip hop music video directors. When there's music video directors in general and stuff like that, definitely has some of the most innovative creativity on that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Do you want to start off with Hype Williams list or?
At 10, we starting on top. My 10 is a Wu-Tang Clan. Can it all be so simple?
That's
I
on my
love that
list
video.
too.
Love that. How are you looking at my list, yo? Like you had like 3
Bro,
artists on my list tonight.
I made this list years ago.
You made it years ago?
Yeah.
And you just now getting around to doing the list?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Like literally like 2 years ago I made this.
Shit. Well, Can It All Be So Simple? Love that video with Ray rocking the polo, the Snow Beach pullover joint. And they just, around the hood in Shaolin. This is before they were rich and they were just in the hood. And I like the different color schemes by Hype. And like when the video start off and it's like raining and you see rain ghosts in like the red Land Cruiser, you know what I'm saying, outside of the projects. And I love that, man. That has like, 90s New York, spring early summer type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? We still get a lot of rain in the springtime, and that's what that reminds me of. Just seeing them, you know, in the Land Cruiser and shit, and they just kicking it in phenomenal video, and they just showing like the people in the hood and all that, and it was dope to see Hype Williams do that for Wu-Tang.
Yeah, definitely dope. Definitely dope. All right. My number 10 is MOP's How About Some Hardcore. This is definitely among the first videos that he's ever done. I always love like the rawness and griminess of this fucking video, and I've
Mhm.
always loved just the black and white video, like the unfilteredness and stuff like that too. So that video has always just been a favorite of mine, especially when it came to MOP and whatnot. So classic.
Right. Number 9 is LL Cool J, Hey Lover. Love that track. That video with Boys to Men was in that joint. You had I think LL said that the part where he's like standing on top of the cars, like it was in front of his old school. That's from
Yeah.
the Bigger and Defo cover. That was like his
Hmm.
old elementary school, and he went back there and did that shot, and you know the film the cinematography was dope, and you have like LL in the car, and he's scoping out the chick that he want to get with, but she with her man, and love that video, man. I just that video just speaks to the song. Like nowadays, we have videos that don't go with the song, but back then, all the most of the time, videos went with that song, and that was just like real melodic, and you see like LL like with there's like a part where in the video was like he's with the chick, they're like on an island, and they dressed in like all white, and it's sort of like a dreamy type of scene going on with that. Like like a vision in his head of what he wanted with that chick, but he couldn't have her. You know what I'm saying? And that was a great
Right.
video. And they played that like every day when that came out. Like every day you couldn't. At some point you was gonna see Hey Lover. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and then having Boys to Men. This is like Boys to Men 2 era, and they were just great on the chorus and everything, and having them in the video, and that was dope.
Yeah, man, that was a very clean video and whatnot.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Um, my number 9 is gonna be Jodeci's Fiend. Yeah, this was a very hot video. I love the intro where it just had like the rock guitars and stuff like that taken in.
Mhm.
And then they had them like chilling, with Snoop. Snoop was in the video too, all permed out.
Right.
Um, yeah, man, I love that video. They were like in a mental institution. And
That
I
was
just love,
different.
yeah,
That was
like
different.
Hype Williams video. Just love those slow fucking scenes and stuff like that. Like, especially for
Right.
an R&B video at that time, you know what I'm saying? Because most R&B video will just probably just have like somebody singing in like some house or whatever and
Mhm.
shit like that. But or maybe like in Boys to Men, them just routinely doing some choreography. But
Right.
Jodeci definitely like told stories with their videos and stuff too. So yeah, man, very very dope video. Loved it.
Yes. That was great. Number 8 for me is R. Kelly, the Download remix, classic remix, classic video, and I just love that whole story with Mr. Biggs and R. Kelly, and you had Garcelle Bouveau playing Mr. Biggs' girl. It was his wife or his girlfriend.
I want
I
to
want to say it
say
was
that was wife. I want to say.
his wife, and R. Kelly was, his eyes was like looking at the boss's wife. You know what happens when you look at the boss's wife? You might get killed for that, and he ended up messing around with the boss's wife. He tried to hide it. They got caught. Of course, Mr. Biggs know everything, and he knew they were messing around. He beat her up, put her in the hospital. Then he beat up Kells and broke his arm, threw him out in the desert. Yo, this was like a movie, bro. This was I remember. Yo, I seen a movie like I seen a couple films like this, but this was like a movie, man. And threw him out in the desert, and he's singing in the desert, all bloody, his shirt all bloody, and he got like the arm cast on, and that crazy video, man.
For
I
real.
love it. And that was like the beginning of like the Mr. Biggs era with that, really. You know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly's like a main um cosign on that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great way at that time to reintroduce Ron Isley to my generation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't do that. It's like they just put out stuff or whatever, but he reintroduced himself for my generation at that time, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Then he continued the story with, Kelly Price, and it was crazy, man. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And that's always
Right.
been that video made me go out and get the single for the download remix, because I was like, yo, the remix to me, I always like the remix better than the original one. And then like just seeing that video, I was like, yo, this video is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I was like, yo, I had to go out and get that shit. So yeah, that's one of my favorite R. Kelly videos.
Yeah, very nice pick for that one and shit.
Yeah.
All right. Where we at? Now my number 8 is Jay-Z's Blue Magic.
Really?
Um,
Blue Magic. Okay.
yeah, this one
I
was
didn't
a
really
video
care
of
for that video from that was some
American
what's that
Gangster.
American Gangster. Yeah, yeah. I like the beat, because the Neptunes Pharrell did that, but I never really cared for that video like that though.
Yeah, that video was pretty hot though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like a very, how can I put it? It was like a very artistic video.
Yeah.
So it has like the girl dancing in the nice colors and shit like that.
Well.
Um, I definitely love like the song itself. I feel like the video that was like the perfect video for that song, especially having Hype Williams do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Might one day do a reaction to that video because it's been years since I really saw that shit.
Marcus said I don't remember anything. I remember the video, but it's not one of my favorites though. I didn't think it was
Um,
anything that was that good about it. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable.
But that was different. I never hear nobody's pick Blue Magic for like one of their favorites. So
Oh yeah, I tell you, I loved everything about the American Gangster era, man. That was just
that's
Jay Z.
to me his last solid album. Like his
Yes.
last solid. That could have been easy. He could have easily called that Volume 4 in my lifetime, because it go with the other volumes. That was like the last album we got drug talk from Jay, really,
Oh yeah.
on that album. So and production was great. Number 7 for me is Mom Deep and Little Kim Quiet Storm remix. Love that video. I love the way it starts off with they like in the car, and you got like the red and the infrared lights on you know what I'm saying, and like it basically was like a lot of red in the video. Like even when like the club scene with Kim is like a lot of like red lights in the club and all that. Love that video, and Little Kim killed it. That's like one of her best features ever. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing her like with the whole crew, definitely was dope, man. You know what I mean? And that I think that remix video like propelled that murder music. Like I believe it went platinum, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, like that video, like the Prodigy solo joint was great too. Cause that video with him, like there's like a lot of like look like Freds and shit coming after him. That video was dope, but the remix really propelled that album to platinum status. And that's one of my favorite remixes ever. And props to Hype Williams for doing that video. 444 was dope, but I don't. It's not a classic to me though. I still got American Gangster over that album.
Same, man. I like 444.
Yeah.
Alrighty. My next joint, I'm still gonna stay with Rockefeller. It's Kanye West with Drive Slow. Definitely love that video, especially I want to say they filmed that video in Vegas. I want to say, you
Did
know what I'm
they?
saying. Let me look it up. Hold on.
This is like Paul Wall
Yeah.
People's Champ Paul Wall.
Yes. It's his best era, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, this was very, very smooth ass video and stuff like that. I love the cinematography of that video.
Yeah,
Especially in the nice cars that they were having there and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very dope video. I love it.
dope. Number 6 is Missy Elliott, Soccer Timmy. Love that video with the Brat and Little Kim is in that as well. And it was just like some futuristic shit. Like Missy and Busta like always had the best videos with hype, and it's like what was she wearing? Like I want to say she looked like one of the GoBots and shit, but she just had on some other shit, like Mega Man or something in that video. And I love the costumes and the special effects, and they're like in outer space, and you got like different planets in the video and fucking rockets and shit going to spaceships and all that, and it was dope, man. They were like running from shit, and that like that video, like when you like there's videos like when you see them, and you be like, yo, I never thought like that the video make you think about the song. Like when you hear the song, you think about the video. You know what I'm saying? And the every time I hear the song, I think about the video now. You know what I'm saying? But
Same.
that video was like iconic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just in her own lane and doing different shit that nobody else was doing at that time. A lot of people didn't want to take risks. They didn't want to dress up in costumes and makeup and all that. And Missy was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And props to her for doing that and pushing the boundaries of music videos in the 90s, and taking her songs to like a different plateau. So classic video for me.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you about that. Personally, my favorite Missy video, if not Hype Williams, so will always be the I Can't Stand the Rain. It will always be that
Yes.
one and
You know,
shit.
you know that's on my list. Definitely. That
I
definitely is on
want
my
to say,
list.
surprisingly, that is not on my list.
It's not on your list? Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
all right. My number 6 is going to be Tupac's California Love, both parts. Um, this was like the hip hop equivalent to Thriller, if you ask me. I mean, this whole fucking album was just, I mean, the whole fucking video was just epic. You had Chris Tucker, you had Jada Pinkett, Roger Troutman, Quick,
Hmm.
everybody was in there shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Um, love the whole underdome kind of feel to it. Like Hype Williams always had a thing with like deserts and like exotic locations and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
We said talked about the R. Kelly download remix. Kels
yeah,
was in the desert getting beat up and all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jodeci's Cry for You. I want to say he did Cry for You too. That was in the desert.
That was in the
That's
desert, right?
which I felt like that video was kind of unrealistic because they were in leather in the desert. Which you know what, just let that slide
Well,
because
I mean, that was the thing. That's how you was a real rock star. When you had the leather pants, that was rock star status. Or you had the leather gloves, that's when you made it.
yeah.
You know?
But hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that I definitely loved that one part, especially when he woke up and everything, and then he was trying to get ready for like a little house party and stuff
Right.
like that. You saw all those West Coast casts and stuff. Like I think Spice One
Hmm.
was in the video too. But yeah,
Right.
man, California Love definitely a very classic video.
Number 5, for me is Mace. Feels so good. Yes, it was a shiny suit era, but it looked so damn pretty on screen. And they were definitely out in Vegas with that. And you had Chris
Yeah,
Tucker again in that video dancing alongside Puffy like he usually did, and Mace, and you had like the dances with the green and the green fitteds on and shit. And hey man, that video went with the song, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I hear that song, I think of the video, and they play that video to death. They played it to death. You know what I'm saying? That was on every rotation, and that was a memorable, Hype Williams video because he did a lot of this stuff for Bad Boy that time, and that was one of them. So, yep.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Um, my next one is again number 5, Mobb Deep's Quiet Storm remix. I mean, this might be another one of his iconic videos and stuff. I love watching this video, especially when it's like a widescreen video, especially because it feels like a fucking movie. You
Right.
know, just them, like, of course, talking in the car, in the
Uh-huh.
club, and then Kim doing her fucking thing and shit like that. Like, that video alone
Yeah.
is one of the most, like, artistically impactful videos Hype has ever done and stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of made me also want to get into music video direction too, just watching the video like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, fucking timeless video. I loved everything about that Murder Music era.
Definitely. Classic album too.
Yes.
Number 4, I got Missy Elliott, The Rain. This is what set it off for her as an artist. Before then, like we've seen her do features, Gina Thompson and SWV, and you know what I mean? But this is like what set off her solo career. And the video is like so crazy. She's like sitting on a hill and she had like a trash bag on and big ass red sunglasses and riding in like a black Hummer, and it was like again a video we never seen before. It was just so different and so out there, and I think that was like the appeal to Missy. She was just so different, and she didn't look like Foxy Brown or Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? She didn't sound like them, and she just had her own style and her own lane, and I think that was like the appeal to her. And the
Right.
hype was real colorful with this video. A lot of stuff going on in this video, and it was
Definitely.
great,
Like,
man. It was great. You know what I mean?
I love seeing like Kim and Puffy and Aaliyah all in that video.
Yeah,
The Brat,
right,
just doing his thing and shit like that. Back when
right,
back when Lil Kim was Lil Kim. Let's just say that.
right, right. Before this surgery and shit,
Yeah, man. Shit.
you know.
Um, my next one is Busta Rhymes. Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
Oh my God,
I mean,
that's my next one.
yes. Oh my fucking God! You gotta be kidding me.
That's my next one.
Like I said, I made the list 2 years ago. 2 years
That's
ago.
crazy.
So
And I just
yeah,
made the list like 2 days ago. So it was
yeah.
longer. 'Cause I thought you said 15. Cause I had like 15 on there, but I
Well,
took off some.
we can do like 5 honorable mentions and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, man. By the way, I'm about to text you some shit right now
Yeah.
on Instagram. But
All right.
I love this fucking video because of the whole tribute to Coming to America and
Right.
stuff like that. And this was like a video where I know whenever he was working with like a Busta, he always liked to experiment with like these fisheye lens and stuff
Right.
like that. And that was definitely one of the first times that he was really utilizing that, you know what I'm saying? And Busta, with the whole Coming to America theme, because Wuha was so close to being on this list. It was so close, but I'm just like, there's 2 Busta videos that I really want to talk about in this list because I think him and Busta had like the best chemistry out of
Yeah.
any rapper and shit.
I agree. Yep. Yep. Number 3 is put your hands on my eyes can see. Definitely love that. He filmed that at um the New York the New York History Museum, National History Museum,
Mm-hmm.
and the Coming to America scene where he's like in the water. Like first of all, like how did they even get like fill the water at the museum for him? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even
With all the women, it was just crazy. And like I like the light the paint the the paint that lights up the glow paint or whatever that he had on,
yeah.
and it had like a real African like it had like a real African vibe to it though, man. It was just it was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like looking at it was like going to the museum and looking at the exhibits come to life. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like the scene where he's like walking with the elephant. You know what I'm saying? It was just we'd never seen no shit like that before. You know, and the different outfits, the colorful outfits, and even the song sounds like some Afro beat type of shit. It was just different, man. It was different. Even now, it still sounds different. It's a timeless record, and the video was just great, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like the dancing. The dancing that part remind like with the dances. That part reminded me of like when Michael Jackson did Remember the Time, and he had like all the dances and like the different
Yep.
outfits and everything. And that was a great video too, man. And um that was great. Definitely.
Yeah,
Mark Nash
very.
was good.
What's good, Mark? All right. My next video is my number three. Wu-Tang Clan's "Can It All Be So Simple?" Yeah, this is another personal favorite of mine and shit like that. Just how graphic they get. Again, they use like a lot of the slow shots that they fucking utilize and whatnot. You can tell that they were getting some money around this time because you know the earlier videos like Cream, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Um, what's the what's the album? What's the Wu-Tang Clan nothing to fuck with? Meth, METHOD. It had like a more grimier feel and shit like that. But then this one definitely looked like it could have been part of a movie and stuff like that too.
Uh,
Fire, very dope video. Love it.
you think that's the best one? That's the best Wu Tang video he's done.
Did he do Triumph as well too?
I want to say he did that too.
Then
I
that's
think he did
if
that
he didn't.
also. Number two is Biggie One More Chance. Love
Mm,
that remix. It was like they all having a party in a brownstone, and you had like everybody was there. Heavy D, rest in peace. You had Jean A, you had Patra, you had Mary J. Blige, Aaliyah, the Brat, Changing Faces. Uh, Faith Evans was in there, was even there. She, you know, she's laying in the bed with her husband, and I think that was like the first time that we got to see like a video with both Faith and Biggie together. I want to say,
right.
um, that was dope, and it was just dope, man. Just you know, party vibes. I think wasn't D Nice the DJ in that? I want to say D Nice was the DJ. Was it somebody else?
I want to say, I think he was a DJ too.
I forget it. But everybody was in that, man. It was a star-studded video, and that's the respect that they had for Biggie, man. It was, you know, before Jay-Z, Biggie was the king of Brooklyn. He was the king of New York, and you know what I'm saying? There's never be another one. And I love that remix just as much as I love the original One More Chance version on Ready to Die. But that was definitely like hype. He probably just told everybody like, yo, just put on your Flyers gear. We can have a party in the brownstone, and you know what I mean? And they just came out looking fly and dip, and you know.
Yeah, definitely a very dope. I love always love house party music videos for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it was
All right,
packed. It was like upstairs, downstairs.
right.
You got the second level, then you got the first level, then the lower level. Like it was just crazy, man.
Definitely. All right. My number two is Craig Mack, "Flavor in Your Ear" remix. A simple video by video
Come
that I
on,
fucking love. Just has. You said what?
come on, man.
What?
Niggas is mad. I get more butt than ashtrays. Fuck a fan when I get mine the fast. Come on, Biggie had the best verse on that. Let's be real. Let's be
Said
real about that.
Busta had the best verse.
That video was made for Biggie. Black and white. I mean, that was made for
Yes.
Biggie. Biggie killed it. When you think of the Flavor in Your Ear remix, you think of Biggie. I don't think of LL. LL Had the weakest verse on that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was a whack verse and shit.
Papa love it when he does it. The fuck is that?
Niggas, can you tell me that's a flavor in your ear?
Come on, man.
Really,
Come on,
it's
man.
really over
LL
you
sounded
now.
like he was. LL sounded like he put cocaine for that shit. Well, like, what was he saying on that?
Shit. That's why Bust had to come in with that quickness.
Give me coos, love me good.
Damn.
Holly's to
How
Hollywood, but is he good?
good.
Come on, man.
I'm just like
Come
the
on.
jeans. Ugh.
Nah. Flavor like praline. Come on.
Shit. But
I
the
don't know
video was dope,
what he was
man.
saying on that shit.
Hmm.
Rampage was alright. He was alright. But standout verse was definitely Biggie. That's it. Now nobody else was touching him on. Busta was dope, but Biggie, he made that remix what it was.
Definitely. I definitely respect your opinion about that.
That video was a ripoff. Oh yeah, like the Diet Coke joint. What Kanye said, like if you saw the Pusha T interview on Hot 97, he said Pusha T said that Kanye wanted to do that, like he was inspired by the Flavor in Your Ear remix video. So as soon as Pusha made that song, they did the video. Like the album wasn't even done. He made the song and then Kanye heard it and he said, "Yo, we gotta do a video for this." And he already had Flavor in Your Ear remix in mind for that video. So that's why it looked the way it do. You know, number one, Busta Rhymes, Janet Jackson. What's it gonna be? I love that video. Like,
Busta Rhymes is my number one too.
I like a lot of shit going on in that video. And like the costumes alone, like Busta had on like this silver outfit with the like it goes up to his he's wearing it like a helmet and shit, and it looked like a silver metallic bodysuit. And Janet got like some purple shiny some shit she's wearing, like a armored bodysuit type of thing, and you know, you got like people morphing into shit, and you could tell they did that all green screen because everything
Yeah.
looked. It was like all fucking special effects, all CGI shit going on in that, man. And again, it was just something that was different, and you know, I wish more artists in this era now went all out with their videos. If you're gonna put out a video and spend money, mind you, out of your own pocket, it should look extravagant. You know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
they just went all out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why those people are legends. And that's why Missy and Busta are legends because they went all out with everything from the visuals to the album covers to the production, everything. It that goes into being an artist. They were hands on in it, and that's why they're legends. And that's why nobody is touching them. And you know, that video was just crazy. And you know, like when you hear a song like that, you don't like when you see the video, you don't think the song, you don't think a video would come out like that for that song. And
Right.
it was just crazy, man. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they don't make videos like that no more. It's like now it's like when I watch videos on YouTube, because I still watch videos, but none of them shits look like how they used to. It'd just be like a bunch of niggas in like they find like the grimiest part of town to shoot a video, and that's it. They throw their homeboys in there, and that's it. There's no CGI involved. There's no special effects or nothing. It's just like now who could be the most heard
Right.
on YouTube? Who could be the most heard? You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me throw my baby mama in there holding a bunch of hundreds, or let me throw my pit bulls in there or shit. You know what I'm saying? Is you know, let me throw on the flyest kicks with my ripped jeans, and it's no thought process no more with videos. All the videos look the same now, from Griselda to fucking, you know, Flea Lord, Ito. All these motherfuckers have the same video. Nobody stands out with videos no more. That's why I don't. It's like if a lot of times I might be scrolling on YouTube and I'll be like, yo, I didn't know they did a video for this because I don't be caring. It's not a thing no more because creativity is going out the window. You know what I'm saying? Ideas has gone out the window. So it's like they just try to look the most gulliest on camera. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is doing great videos no more. Now I don't care if it's mainstream or otherwise. But quite frankly, right now, I've seen Doja Cat videos look better than half of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell when you see a Doja like that video, "Kiss Me More" with her and Scissor. When like you see a video like that, and it's like yo, like you could tell she was inspired by Busta and Missy because it's all CGI shit. You could tell. Oh, she
she
said
said
that.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could tell like it's all. I'm like yo, it's all CGI shit that they filmed in front of a green screen. That's shit that Missy and Busta did like 25 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like her videos look better than fucking Griselda videos. You know what I'm saying? It's no more creativity when it comes to videos now. It's like it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's nobody runs to watch videos no more because nobody has creativity no more. You know what I'm saying?
right.
The album might be dope, but the videos that go along with the album ain't. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like how we used to rush home from school for Video Music Box at 4:30 on Channel 31 public access when it was on. Well, it's still on public. It's always been on public access, but we used to rush home from school for that shit. You know what I'm saying? We used to rush home from school for videos for like a good, hour, 2 hours, or call up on the box and order videos. You know what I'm saying? Or like, yo, MTV Raps is coming on at 11 a.m. I gotta wake up at 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning just to watch MTV Raps. That's how serious it was. Not now. Not now. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker could do videos for like every song on his album, and I would miss it. I wouldn't even care. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different now. But Hype Williams is definitely the godfather for hip hop videos, man. Like he did it all for hip hop, for R&B, for pop. He did videos for every genre, man. He's a legend.
Yeah, definitely a legend and whatnot. Ironically, I got a Busta Rhymes video as my number one too. It's "Gimme Some Mo." Man, this whole video again was crazy as hell. It pretty much starts off with like Busta playing outside, and I think like Rod Digger's like the mom, and he hits his head. He starts turning out to this demon, and then the rest is just pure chaos. Like he had Busta dressed up as a coyote, like some stockbroker or some shit like that, pulling out pictures. Yeah, it was just a very trippy video for us. I love that video because of the
Right.
fact that it was just for a hip hop video. It really was like a imagine if you watch like a Bob Clamper cartoon and stuff like that, and that's pretty much the best way to really think of that video with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, love that video. I like how we both had ELE songs and shit like that. You
Of
know what I'm saying?
course. That's one of his best albums. I love it.
Yeah, his
You
best
know,
album to me.
his best album too. I love that one, and I love The Coming and When Disaster Strikes.
Definitely.
His first four, Anarchy also. Anarchy was dope.
Yes, yes. So you wanted to say honorable mentions and shit?
My honorable mentions is some of the ones you mentioned. Flavor in Your Ear remix, because black and white videos, like he did a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? I Shot You, that was like in black and white. That was a great video. First time you see Foxy Brown on that, and um he did the Locks joint from Belly, Tommy's theme. I love that joint too. And black and white videos, like not everybody did it, but it was like there's a certain way to do it that made it look dope. And he just had a way of making it look good, man. He would throw in like different things, different props in the video. Like in Flavor in the Ear, the remix, you had like Justin when he was like a baby in that video. He probably don't even remember it being in that video. You know what I'm saying? And Puffy with the two bottles, the two Coke bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
you had the chicks in there, and you just made it look good. You know what I'm saying? It was just dope to see that. And you know, my other one I got Kelly Price, friend of mine, because I like that story with Mr. Biggs and Kells, and that was a story you watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nas Street Dreams. When he's like out in Vegas and shit. That was like taken from Casino, like right from Casino. The way that he
Right.
dressed and everything, and the dude from the movies and shit with him. You know what I'm saying? The Gambino cat. Street Dreams was dope. I like that. Not the R. Kelly one, the regular one. You know what I'm saying? The original drink. You know what I'm saying? Is this that was like Nas Escobar era, like mafioso Nas. You know what I'm saying? That's the Nas I miss. You know what I'm saying? Missy, she's a bitch. That's another one of my favorites. And it was like, yo, the costumes are just like crazy. Like the shit that she used to wear. Like she had like these fucking like weird ass sunglasses on that was like covering her whole face, and the outfit she was wearing in the She's a Bitch video, and that's one of my favorite Missy albums too. The second album was phenomenal,
Yes.
man. You know what I'm saying? A classic album. And she had like so many people on there: Redman, Eminem, Big Boy from Outkast, Juvie, and BG, and classic album, man. It's You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like Missy and Busta did the best videos, man. Like they were just in a different lane that you don't see no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like after that, it was like videos died. After they stopped making their great videos, it's like the video industry just died with them, yo. And nobody was different after that. You know what I mean? And like we could have made a whole fucking list of Missy videos. It would have been crazy,
Right. I definitely agree with you on that.
you know. Busta Rhymes, give me some more. Give me some more. That joint was it was like that was like a Looney Tunes cartoon come to life on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had to do at that time like a Wally Coyote and Roadrunner movie, they could have had Busta Rhymes in that shit, because he just knew how to like work the camera, and Hype Williams have Hype Williams directed, and it would have been like watching Looney Tunes, a live action Looney Tunes movie. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it was just crazy. Like he's like there's like one scene was like he had like where he was like playing a boxer and something, but it just
Yep.
looked like it just looked like real wacky and out of place, and it was just crazy, man. I love videos like that.
Mm. I feel you on that, man. Like, definitely dope honorable mentions.
Yeah, but Mystical ain't had the
Uh,
videos like Busta and Missy though. He was wild, but he didn't have the he had the energy like them, but he didn't have the videos like them. You
shoot.
know,
Some of my favorite videos, my honorable mentions. Definitely the Hey Lover video, of course. Um, fucking Can't Knock the Hustle with Jay-Z. I might also have to go with Kanye West Homecoming. I love that video.
that was dope. Chris
Hmm.
Martin in the video.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it back to our main source, Just Hanging Out.
I'm just hanging out.
Hanging out. Hanging out.
Yeah, classic.
For real. And this last video, which might be a surprise to some and whatnot, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have to go with fucking Brandy and Wani Morris with Broken Hearted.
Broken hearted.
Yes.
I love that song. I want to be
Yes.
down remix too. I forgot he did that. That was in black and white also.
Exactly. I love that
That
one.
was dope with a Light and Yo Yo and Latifah. That was a dope one. That was like the female version of Flavor in Your Ear, just having all of them on one song together.
Yeah, I love that video too.
Mob Deepest Mine
Yeah,
was
man.
dope. Havoc talk. Was it Havoc? I saw somebody talk about that. I think it was Havoc that talked about doing that video. Like they flew somewhere, like some island they flew to do that video.
Mm. Yeah, I think it was either Jamaica or Bahamas, one of them and shit.
Yeah, it was somewhere they flew to do that video at. like real extravagant shit.
Definitely. But I'm gonna end this off for tonight because my StreamYard minutes are low. I think they're about to end off after this video and shit. But got a few announcements I want to make. So tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're gonna talk about the Smith Wesson album,
Yeah,
The Shining. If I can find that
shining.
album.
Was it Aruba? Aruba, okay.
Oh yeah, I threw it up there. Shit, like, excuse me.
Where's
Yeah.
Mike at? Mike, what time you going on, yo? I saw
He
him in
said
here
11,
earlier. I don't know where he's still. Huh?
he said 11:50. He said 11:15.
Well, that's right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to end this the video off and shit. Yeah, so this album we're gonna talk about and stuff like that.
All right.
Um, that's gonna be at 3
Yes.
p.m. tomorrow. I'm gonna do that when I'm gonna watch my grandma.
Early. See,
And
Boy,
shit.
we coming on early tomorrow, 3 p.m. So I don't complain if you miss it.
Exactly. All right. And Tuesday, it's another review. I don't know exactly what time. That might be maybe 9 p.m., but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna see what happens tomorrow and stuff. So
Top three random actor cameos: Ben Stiller in Bad Boys for Life, John Witherspoon, I Just Want to Love You, and Taraji and Testify. Yeah. Was it common dating Taraji around that time?
yeah,
Yeah, that's why she was in it.
yeah, man.
CJ McCollum. Okay. They coming, they back. Okay. I want to see that would be an upset if the Pelicans beat the Suns. That would be upset.
Shoot, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate this the rap albums list, bro. As
Yes.
usual.
One more week left. That's it. Top 10.
Yes, top 10.
Top 10. Oh boy.
Cannot miss that one. Cannot miss that one, y'all. That one's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right. Peace.